Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, and thank you for joining with us. It is my great pleasure to extend our warmest greeting to our distinguished speaker and guest. The head of UNS Library, Mrs. Ria Wiratningsih, SSMSI, our distinguished speaker and moderator, Mr. William Loh and team, and Mrs. Ririn, and all participants, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the International Workshop hosted by Universitas 11 Maret titled Research Impact Empowering Literacy and Culture, Understanding How to Increase Research Impact Beyond Citation Metric. My name is Dian Hapsari and I will be your Master of Ceremony for event today. To begin our opening ceremony, we will sing the Indonesian National Anthem, Indonesia Raya. May I invite all of you to stand for. Thank you. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now move on to the welcoming speech and also officially opening this workshop. It is my honor to invite the head of UNS Library, Mr. Ria Wiratningsih. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Terima kasih, moderator. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera bagi kita semua. Distinguished guys, ladies and gentlemen. With your kind permission, Bapak Ibu, I would like to represent the Vice Rector for Academic and Research, Prof. Fitria. She is unable to join us today due to another engagement. So she extend warm greeting to all of you. First, I would like to express my gratitude to our distinguished speaker, Mr. William Lewin, as a customer success partner from Ebra Publishing East Asia. I would like to thank to our moderator, Miss Ririn. Miss Ririn in place of Mr. Irwan ya Bapak Ibu, karena di poster ada Mr. Irwan. Because Mr. Irwan suffering from a severe cold suddenly, maybe last night, maybe, or this morning. Hopefully you are getting soon, yeah, Mr. Irwan. And also Mr. Wat Yang Seng as a regional director East Asia for Ebra Publishing. Dan juga my warm greeting also go to faculty member. We have some lecturer, maybe also some of early career researcher, student, both undergraduate and also postgraduate, librarian, library staff, and also invited guests. We have invited guests from some of university in Solo Salatiga. They are come here, librarian, head of the library, and also library staff. Thank you for joining with us today. Bapak Ibu, pertama-tama puji syukur kehadirat Tuhan kita bisa berkumpul dalam keadaan good health and also full of intuition. And I hope that you are all will attending this event until the end of this session ya, because untuk materi kali ini is very good for the researcher student, especially for the postgraduate and also librarian, because we have always running with the improvement what happened in the atmosphere of the research academic. Bapak Ibu, kemarin saya searching ke Scopus. And I want to know how many publisher Emerald, tapi the author adalah UNS. Jadi berapa banyak sih artikel-artikel yang autornya UNS, publishernya Emerald, diindeks di Scopus. Karena bagaimanapun Scopus is one of the our indicator in Indonesia beside Web of Science gitu ya. Dan di situ saya mengamati, karena ini Emerald ya, sorry ya, berbeda sedikit Emerald di Scopus. Ya, bahwasanya di Emerald itu, karena kita bicara tentang impact ya saat ini ya, pertumbuhan yang terindeks di Scopus mengalami kenaikan itu 2021-25, itu naik. Tapi sebelumnya tuh naik turun, tapi banyak naiknya. Intinya ya better lah, good lah gitu ya, melihat indeksnya naik, ya betul ya, ya gitu ya di Scopus ya, terutama 2021-25. Dan saya ambil the third people or author who has the highest citation and also high publication. Nah, ada nama Prof. Dodi dari FEB. Ada yang mengenal ya, karena Emerald memang basically on management, tapi nggak hanya manajemen loh ya, luas ya. Kemudian Prof. Erwan, ya Erwan Trinugroho, the same name, Prof. Erwan. And then the third, not from Faculty of Economic and Business, but from Law, yaitu Mas Dona Budi Karisma from Law Faculty. Tulisan dia banyak terkait Law and Management, Law Finance and Accounting ya, because Emerald basically strength in financial accounting. Tapi juga ada tourism, ada library science, banyak banget adik-adik semuanya. Jadi bisa mengakomodasi semuanya gitu ya. Nah, ketika bicara terkait dengan riset Bapak Ibu, actually library itu closely interconnected with research ya. Jadi kayak hand in hand, bergandengan tangan, riset perpustakaan. Ya? Betul ya, betul banget. Nah, untuk itu peran perpustakaan semakin challenges di sini. Perpustakaan ya, challenges di sini. Landscape-nya riset itu sudah mengalami perubahan. In the past, riset diukur berdasarkan publikasi and citation, ya kan? Berapa jumlah publikasi, berapa yang disitasi gitu ya. Tetapi sekarang we are expected to go beyond that. Lebih dari itu, yaitu kemana riset itu saat ini expected to create the real impact sesuai dengan topik kita pada hari ini. Jadi awalnya memang ketika adik-adik ini kan ada yang undergraduate, kita kan pertama yang penting publish dulu, ya bertahap kan, publish, oke, publish. Harapannya ketika publish itu akan dianggap sebagai berkualitas. Salah satu loh ya indikatornya adalah citation, disitasi. Ketika ingin lebih memberikan impact lagi to the real society, berarti kita harus memberikan impact kualitas tulisan kita. Nah, inilah mindset yang harus dirubah karena kita bicara terkait dengan culture riset. Ketika menulis, saat ini kita tidak bertanya apa yang akan saya tulis, apa masalah yang ada, bukan. Kalau kita mau bicara tentang impact-nya, tetapi tulisan saya akan dipakai oleh siapa, riset saya akan berguna oleh siapa. So we have to collaborate with the stakeholders. Postgraduate ya, researcher ya, inilah. Karena in university we have in a block taxonomy bloom. If you know about taxonomy bloom, we have in the highest top of the level creating, Bapak Ibu. Bukan remembering loh ya, ada tahapan-tahapannya. Nah, university itu tahapannya ada creating. One of the creating is research impact to the society, to the industry, to the public policy. Gitu ya. Tema kita berat, tapi ya ini memang saatnya kita memang harus challenge-nya di sini. Ini tantangannya Bapak Ibu. Kemudian harapannya memang nanti di sini tulisan kita tidak hanya terpublikasi, tersitasi, satu kata kunci lagi adalah harus memberikan dampak. Jadi menurut kami, ini saya masih ingat Pak Irwan waktu itu, the real impact is far more important than, saya nggak bilang just loh ya, tapi dalam kurung ya justnya, than just citation. So the real impact is far more important than citation. Itu ya, karena dibiayai loh penelitian-penelitian ini gitu ya. Baik Bapak Ibu, nah dalam hal ini perpustakaan sebagai salah satu layanan itu memiliki peran loh ya. Kita tidak menuntut Bapak Ibu pustakawan untuk bisa riset, enggak. Tapi kita mensupport. Kalau bisa riset bagus, top banget. Tapi kita intinya di sini adalah kewajibannya yang harus memiliki ability and capability itu adalah supporting risetnya adik-adik mahasiswa, Bapak Ibu dosen, peneliti gitu ya. Melalui apa? Melalui preparing infrastructure dan juga literatur-literatur yang mensupport penelitian-penelitian Bapak Ibu. Di sini kami sudah melanggan beberapa database, salah satunya adalah Emerald, yang memang Emerald itu juga memiliki kontribusi yang banyak juga ya terkait dengan apa ya kontennya ya gitu terkait dengan impact factor dan juga ternyata researcher kita juga banyak yang publish ke Emerald gitu. Dan harapannya nanti Bapak Ibu dengan adanya workshop ini tidak hanya sekedar seremonial gitu ya. Setelah dari sini mengikuti workshop selesai enggak. Jadi nanti akan ada tindak lanjut, Bapak Ibu akan semakin mendapatkan wawasan gitu. Dan sebelum saya akhiri, I would like to express my gratitude once again to the speaker ya, Bapak William Loh Lu Willy, for willingness to share with us his experiences and also his expertise to all of us di sini ya. Baik, finally by saying Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, I represent the Vice Rector for Academic and Research Aware to officially declare the workshop Research Impact, Empowering Impact, Literacy, and Culture open. May this work bring great benefit to us all. Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
We would like to express thank you for Mrs. Ria for inspiring speech and also for officially opening this international workshop. As highlighted in her remarks, today's workshop emphasized that importance of research and goes beyond academic citation metric. So research that creates meaningful impact. For that, when I get award from Emerald, this is a High Research Award 2026. So for Mr. Wan Yat Seng from Emerald Publishing and Mrs. Ria from Head of WNS Library, please come on the stage. Okay. This award the UNS at fourth place in Indonesia include in 20 research output berdasarkan data 2025. Jadi Bapak Ibu, UNS saat ini menempati posisi keempat sebagai penghasil penelitian terbanyak berdasarkan data 2025. Mari kita beri aplaus. Okay, to accompany Mr. Ria, we would like to invite also Ms. Ririn, Ms. William, and all of team from Emerald on the stage for photo session. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please more closer on the center. Okay. Okay, I know. Come on, come on. Is it okay, Mr. Rais? Okay, please closer, more closer, please. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today's workshop invite us to reflect on important question. How can our research create real impact beyond publication and citation? In this session, we will explore how researchers can enhance the visibility, relevance, and social contribution of their work. I would now like to introduce our moderator from Emerald, Mrs. Ririn. She is a product specialist, I Group Asia Pacific. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to hand over the session to our moderator, Ms. Ririn.
All right, thank you very much. Is my voice clear? Ya, oke. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone, and warm greetings to everyone. Welcome to this workshop, Research Impact, Empowering Impact, Literacy, Culture, Ethics, and Policy. Please give applause. All right, I think I'm more comfortable when I'm just like walking around you. Okay, now we will move to the main session today. As we know, today we will have very, very interactive sessions with Mr. William. So if you have any question later on, you can ask him directly, and then after he will asking you back. So please give full attention in these sessions because we have so many souvenirs right here. Okay, if you get interesting, so please just asking us. Without any further ado, I will over to you, Mr. William. The time is yours. Thank you.
Sorry. Selamat pagi, and also good morning. Nama saya William from Emma Publishing. Asal kita tu dari Malaysia, pejabat di Malaysia ya, Malaysia Office. Pagi ini izinkan William bertutur dalam dua bahasa, English dan juga bahasa Indonesia. Bahasa Indonesia William tidak baik lagi ya. Masih belajar menggunakan Duolingo. Okay, untuk yang pagi ini tu first and foremost memang nak terima kasih kepada Ibu Ria yang pesanan Ibu Ria regarding about citation and also the research impact. Sebelum ni kan, yang ni first time William dengar. Lepas William dengar tu, my presentation are basically what she said. She have already summarized the presentation that I'll be sharing today. So without further ado, sesi ini tu dibahagikan kepada 3 bahagian. Bahagian pertama tu to celebrate success, a quick one, a quick demographic view regarding about research di Indonesia. Yang tu yang pertama. Kedua tu we will talk rigorously on the research impact. Di sini dia dijemputlah rakan-rakan semua tu boleh tanya soalan ya. Kalau tiada soalan ditanyakan, William akan tanya balik. Ya. Yang itu yang kedua. Ketiga tu kalau masa tu diizinkan, William would like to touch a bit more on the AI. AI is a hot topic. So we want to know cara yang etika dia, yang secara etika penggunaan AI di research dan juga in writing manuscript publishing. Yeah? So kalau masa tu izin, we will touch a little bit on that. So of course, we on behalf of the Emerald team, we want to say our biggest thank you, our biggest gratitude to the library in hosting the event, and also peserta-peserta rakan-rakan semua from UNS dan juga from out of UNS tu turut hadir bersama in this sessions. Thank you. Pihak kita tu juga ada sediakan e-certificate bagi attendance. Kalau boleh tu you can snapshot dia. Lepas ni you can fill in. Di dalam tu dia ada soalan-soalan dia ya. Soalan-soalan tu contohnya, would you like to get newsletter from Emoro? Would you like to be a reviewer for Emoro? Di sini tu izinkan William to also say any PhD student?
Ada
2, 3, 4, sikit je. So a lot of lecturer. Okay, tidak kisah even is a PhD student or lecturers, we would like you to also give a try to be a reviewer. Yeah? Kenapa nak jadi reviewer? Let's say, kenapa nak jadi reviewer? What is the merit? Apa dia kebaikan nak jadi reviewer? Ada tak siapa nak share? Kebaikan sebagai reviewer, apa dia? Want to try?
Ada yang mau sharing?
Sorry? Oh, contributions. Oh, besarnya tu. Contributions for research development. Yes. There's actually one part of it. Tapi kalau bagi William, the best lah merit to become a reviewer is I can become a better author. I become a better author. For PhD student, for lecturer, for professor, we all strive to write a better manuscript so that kita nak publish here. Goal kita tu, we want to get our manuscript to be accepted and published. In this long journey, one of the role that can help you to be a reviewer. Because kalau kita tukar topi ya, if we change our head from author, kita sekarang ni keluarkan topi author, kita pakai balik topi reviewer. Then you will know how reviewer tu berfikir. What is reviewer marking scheme ya? Marking scheme tu macam mana? How does working with editor dengan editor lah, dengan editor tu, cara working with editor and how editor think, you will also know as a reviewer. Not only help you to be a better author, but if you are a good reviewer, kalian juga akan dijemput jadi editorial member bagi jurnal-jurnal tersebut. Di Emoro tu kita ada sejumlah 319 journal. Dalam 300 over journal ni, 85% of Emoro journal scopus dia Q1, Q2. 85% lah dalam Emoro journal tu scopus adalah Q1, Q2, which is high. Jadi if you have the lumayan ataupun the good luck to join as an editorial board member, you boleh learn with the journal and editorial team. So if you can scan this and you can see that. A quick one, yang ni tadi kita dah show dah, a big, massive congratulations to Universitas 11 Maret as being the number 4 of high research output in Indonesia berdasarkan data in 2025. UNS in 2025 tu submit sebanyak sejumlah 171 submisi dalam 90 journal, which is a lot, banyaknya submisi from student, from academic ke Emoro, sejumlah 171 submisi dalam setahun. Last year lah. Dan out of 171, sebanyak 20 di accepted and published out of 17 journal. So example yang Ibu Ria tadi also talk about some of the professor nama dia. So, contohnya in a journal of entrepreneurship in emerging economy. So one of the article tu International Journal of Law and Management. Yang pertama tu International Journal of Islamic and Middle Eastern Finance and Management. Yang itu SSCI Q2. SSCI Q2 last year published. Yang ini pun SSCI, British Food Journal dan juga Tourism Review. Both of them SSCI Q1 and Q2 SSCI Dan yang memang take me as a surprise, and I'm very 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 happy to see adanya juga teaching case published last year dari Dila Marifani di Emerald Emerging Market Case Study case study tu title tu ialah From Local Flavor to Global Future, the chocolate journey of dalam Indonesia. So this was published from Universitas 11 Maret, which is excellent. So and also reputasi from UNS tu memang mantap sekali 1000 QS ranking, 1000 THE dan banyak-banyak lagi. So just a quick one to share secara Indonesia di Emoro, submisi ke Emoro tu memang amat tinggi. Dari all the recent 5 year dalam 5 tahun recent ni, every year tu dia meningkat from the 3,000 sampai 7,000 last year for the submisi. Submisi tu merangkumi subjek-subjek area di accounting, finance, di business and management, di marketing, di HR learning dan sebagainya. Out of the submisi itu, the top 20 submitted journal di Indonesia oleh Indonesian adalah in Q1 Scopus ya, manakala 18 out of 22 ada di Q1 and Q2 ESCI and SCCI journal, merangkumi from the marketing, accounting, education, business and management. This is a new data that show from the tahun last year. Tahun last year tu ada sejumlah close to 500 lah, close to 500 publication tu di accept dan publish oleh Indonesian di Emerald ya. So you can see sebanyak about 26% acceptance ya dari submissions di tahun 2025. So from here, normally I'll ask a question. What do you think is the challenge for publication oleh orang Indonesia? Sebab referring to data, submisi tu memang amat tinggi ya. Tetapi publikasi data tu cuma sekitar 20% je, 26%. So more effort kita kena put in to ensure our submisi, our quality of paper is good enough. Yeah. So far ada tak any question? Ada soalan ke on the demographic? Just nak check here. So far, would you prefer just English alone ataupun English and bahasa campur-campur? Okay, which one? English alone?
Ada pertanyaan?
Ataupun campur-campur? Huh? Up to me? Yang mana yang tak confused? Okay,
ada pertanyaan Bapak Ibu? I think you can continue first.
Continue ya?
Yeah.
Pagi ini rakan-rakan semua tu dia shy sikit ya, tak banyak yang memang shy sikit. Saya pun nampak kadang-kadang tu saya pun stress. Okay, kalau macam tu, I change to English lah. Sebab I tak pasti confused ke tidak ya. So I just use English. If you don't understand, please ask me to repeat. Before we move to the main sessions, over here I would like to invite rakan-rakan semua to consider join some conference that Emerald is supporting. We have one conference organized by University Malaysia Sarawak. The conference title is FEBS here, Finance, Economic and Business Sustainability Conference. Yang ini di tahun 2024. One of the best door gift yang I received from conference. A laptop bag, tapi dari segi batik design laptop bag with the conference set. So this is last 2 years dan tahun ini in this year 2026, Emerald is supporting this conference by inviting journal to be supporting the conference. Jadi kalau ada submisi, you may also able to submit to Emerald Journal in the conference. Emerald is also give away special award for the best paper in the conference. So if you join it, you with them. And if you can see, this is another Professor Pak Ewan. Sebab di kalangan Emerald, in our Emerald group, this is our Pak Ewan, the one with wearing the mask lah, Pak Ewan. So we also have Professor Ewan Trinugroho, kan? Betul. Prof Ewan is one of the keynote speaker for the conference itself. So we are proud and I'm so happy to see him again here. From here, yeah, from here, UNS. So we're able to see him in the. So kalau anyone would like to join, please reach out here. And the other one in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, together with editor-in-chief of Emerald Journal, we are also holding a manuscript workshop and also mentorship coaching, di mana kita coach PhD student and also supervisor how to become a supervisor. Sorry, how to become a successful supervisor, how to have a mock-up session in your Viva during the submit. Together too, we have our Professor Ramaya and also Professor Haram Ting, which is our editor-in-chief for our Amoro Journal. Kita juga ada jemput lah Ibu Mita from UGM Gajah Mada to also join in that. So on the research impact on here, now this is where I'll need a mic to move around. Tanyaan William yang pertama. So because this session is talking about impact, maka so you want to ask, what is impact means to you? So when we talk about impact in research or impact in publication, impact lah in research ataupun in publication, what is the first word comes to you, or what does impact means to you? Adalah sesiapa nak try?
Ada yang mau coba Bapak Ibu? Ya, boleh sebentar. All right, thank you.
Yes.
So talking about the research impact, we as the researchers always think about when we do a research, will it impact to the future research? And it is like what I'm doing when I was in a master degree. At that time, I did research on the rural area, and it got so many citations. Because actually it's like the first research topic maybe in Indonesia at that time. Because actually I did the research in 2018. And now when I'm doing PhD, it's like I want to do the same thing. It's like I want that my research to be impactful, so that, but unfortunately now I'm working as in a senior high school, and I am the principal. And it's very difficult for me to do the same research like what I did when I was in a master degree, because I have so many duty now. It's like I'm a bit, confused now to decide what is the research that is impactful. And maybe last week I got an advertisement from the UNS Library and Empowering Impact Literacy and Culture. And I saw the title like yang memberikan dampak nyata di luar angka Sitasi. It's like when I first, me as a PhD student, my main goal is to conduct research that will got so many citations actually. But after I saw the title like, iya ya, it's like whether I think about ini nanti gimana ya cara agar penelitian bisa dapat citasi, tapi bagaimana agar ini bisa impactful, as what Bu Ria said before in her remarks, that it should be beyond angka citasi, it should be beyond the citation only. Rada tertampar sih tadi. Maybe I have to start to think about the impact, and I hope I got
several insights from you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Bu, for the sharing and the comment. Yes, yeah. Before we pass the mic to Rumi, pass the mic, I just want to recap. So the first thing would be yang pertama tu is actually when you think about impact, you think about future research.
Yeah.
You think about future research. What can your research and finding contribute to the future? Yeah. So there's the first one you mentioned, and the second one you mentioned is about citation. We can't run away from citation. Suka ke tidak suka, citation will follow lah, akan follow kita, ya. But however, what it meant by luar angka, sitasi. So this is actually where we wanted to share more. But thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Ibu.
Ya, terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Ivo dari Win Salatiga. Terima kasih. Ini bisa ya pakai bahasa Indonesia ya. Berdiri kah? Ini soalnya sempit jadi saya.
Apa bukan?
Ya, duduk.
Saya
Ya.
rasa malu saya duduk.
Ya, mengenai impact ini memang karena artikel itu kalau saya ya, yang sewu, menurut saya kalau masih berbentuk artikel itu impact-nya itu hanya pada akademisi begitu. Jadi ke depan Emerald khususnya, bisakah yang saat ini artikel itu hanya dikonsumsi oleh akademisi, itu bisa dinikmati oleh masyarakat umum ataupun masyarakat awam menjadi sebuah pencerahan. Itu impact-nya lebih besar saya yakin. Dan Emerald juga akan terbang melayang jauh, begitu lebih jauh. Tidak hanya di area akademisi begitu. Itu manfaatnya luar biasa, pencerahan yang luar biasa, apalagi itu berpengaruh pada meningkatnya keilmuan dan kesejahteraan tanda kutip literasi, dan kalau dosen saya itu Pak Zulfikar literasi dan literasi literasi dan nasi artinya meningkatkan kesejahteraan, tidak hanya mencerahkan secara keilmuan tetapi juga impact-nya pada dari meningkatnya keilmuan menjadi meningkatnya kesejahteraan masyarakat gitu lewat pencerahan baik opini maupun media massa lainnya. Jadi tidak hanya di dunia akademisi. Menurut saya begitu, keilmuannya bagus tapi hanya dibaca sekedar yang saya untuk meraih angka sitasi atau untuk meraih gelar akademisi itu ya masih di menara gading kalau menurut saya. Belum impact-nya belum terasa sampai di level awam begitu. Ya, lebih baiknya kalau menurut saya jangan sampai stop di akademisi saja. Bisa Emerald masuk di media massa melalui para penulis, melalui media apapun. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih Bu. Well done. Well said, well done. Yang ini juga slide William ya, for the next few slides dah diterangkan dah. So dia is same with what Ibu Ria mentioned in her speech earlier, that the impact to the community, impact out of the citation is much more meaningful than the academic impact. Academic impact nowadays, we are looking into citations, article citations, journal impact factor. Kalau ikut orang, we'll call it H index. Tahu tak H index? H index by author kan? H index by author. So these are the conventional indexing dan the measurement itself. So the landscape of research change. So kita sekarang ni pun kena berubah so that the community is more meaningful into it. And moreover, we are the first and we are the frontier for real impact sejak 2017, 2018. And we are, in fact, the first publisher or the very few first publisher that talks more on the policy papers. And a few of our policy papers have been presented in the British Parliament. in the UK Parliament. So in not only that, we also celebrate Real Impact Award, where it's not based on citation, but it's based on the meaning, the impact, the contribution to the society and to the community. So well said, well said. I just want to recap what you say, and thank you. So I think two people, really well done in your sharing. So the next one, so that is an impact. Actually, saya expect the people that share will talk more about citation. Tapi dah pergi slide yang ketiga dah. So normally for impact, people will talk more, will be measured, more on H-index, citation analysis by article, on metric by article, impact factor by a journal. So this is the conventional indexing or conventional measurement. Ataupun another word, academic index or academic measurement. Yeah. H-index, tahu tak? Who doesn't know what is H-index? Semua tahu ke H-index? H-index maksudnya is your citation by author according to your Scopus. Depends lah. Kalau Google H-index will be Google publication. Kalau Scopus H-index will be based on your Scopus per citation. Yeah. So normally when we want to see, professor ni, adakah professor ni famous ke or very high professor ke, then we go to Google Scholar or we go to Scopus, we check H-index tu berapa? 2, 3, 5, 10, 20, some may even go even up than that. So H-index is our personal ranking, personal ranking. So this is the conventional way. Citation, I think everybody knows citation. Citation per article. How many people have cited your article and moving forward? Odd metric adalah cara pengiraan terbaru, a new calculation based on the social media. If you have your article mentioned in Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Mendeley, or public post. So on metric will capture all this DOI link, and then it will measure it by the citation by social media. So that is on metric, a new measurement since 2020 or 2021. Last but not least, impact factor lah. Impact factor is the most common one, di mana people will say, hey, di manakah kamu publish artikel kamu? Which journal? Is it Q1 journal? Is it a Scopus journal? Is it a ESCI or SSCI journal? When people talking about that, bermaksud that is referring to the journal impact factor. Yeah, journal impact factor. Do you publish in Q1? Do you publish in Q2? So and so, so and so. So this is the measurement of impact, the conventional way. The conventional way. Again, question. Question. Tapi conventional way tu masalah dia di mana? Apa masalah to the conventional measurement? What do you think? Anybody wants to share that? Like the Sitasi, which is part of our day-to-day life. Looking at the journal is also part of our day-to-day. Tapi what is the problem with conventional measurement of impact? Ada tak sesiapa wanted to share? Actually, dah share pun from both Ibu. You have already shared, why we want to get out from the conventional citation. Tapi if anyone want to give a try, Pak want to try? What is the problem with the conventional? What is the problem with conventional measurement with citation?
Ada yang mau sharing?
Share? Pak nak share, Pak? Tidak. I randomly pilih je. Tidak. Okay. Anyone want to share? Apa isu dengan citasi, traditional citasi? What is the problem with the conventional citation? Ibu. Yeah, yes, Bu. The conventional citation, conventional measurement.
Sitasi ya?
Yeah.
Problem di pengukuran sitasi ya? Mungkin I will speak in bahasa saja ya?
Yeah.
Ini pengalaman dari pustakawan. I will sharing about as a librarian. Sebenarnya praktek apa yang saya temukan terkait dengan citation. Sitasi itu bukan berarti tulisan itu baik, itu hanya satu indikator. Karena ketika citasinya tinggi, itu bahkan ada yang retracted. Ya, itu sih ya. Ya, itu jadi sebagai sebuah contoh, ada naskah yang memang tidak baik, itu ditulis oleh banyak orang untuk contoh yang tidak baik.
Betul.
Akhirnya di citation.
Betul.
Jadi saya katakan bahwa citation itu bukan satu-satunya indikator bahwa dia memiliki dampak yang baik. Itu sih.
Yes. Very good. Ya, ini kita panggil tu manipulasi ya. The perception is wrong. Dia juga adanya potensi tinggi for manipulation. We can manipulate self citations. We can manipulate as a group citation ya. I cite you, you cite me dan sebagainya. And in some journal ataupun in some group of people, they even do this called retraction citation. Dia cite paper yang dah retracted because it will get more citation from that. People will talk more kenapa it has been retracted here, and so and so. So it's a very funny and weird way in academic publishing. One of my, I don't think I have this slide, tapi one of my slides talking about retractions. If you have laptop, kalian kan go to Google, type in, go to search retraction watch. Sekarang ni you can go to retraction watch. The retraction watch, which is a free retraction watch, tu adalah website for us to check the current trend of issue, quality issue about article, about journal, and about publisher. Di sisi tepi tu, on the left hand side panel, you akan nampak there's one resources. Nama resources tu ialah top cited retracted paper. You can see crazily high citation bagi retracted paper. Sometimes as a publisher, kita pun tertanya, why lah retracted paper also have high citation? Because if it's retracted, something is wrong with the paper. It should not be counted as part of the journal impact factor dan sebagainya. I may talk too long, but I just want to elaborate that citations is easily manipulated dan juga persepsi tu adalah masalah. So another thing, what is the problem with citations tu ialah citations tinggi tidak bermaksud is a quality paper, correct. Citations tinggi juga tidak bermaksud it has real contribution to the real world. Maybe it's just a new method, tidak ada kontribusinya, ataupun a new theory dan sebagainya, or maybe it's a population gap, tetapi tidak ada kontribusinya. There's no meaningful or impactful contribution from the research. As a matter of fact, most of a number of meaningful research yang kontribusi to the community tidak ada banyak citation. Citations tu adalah tidak tinggi for the meaningful contribution because it does not have the methodology for people to cite. It does not have the discussion point for people to cite dan sebagainya. But this is one of the big problem. This is a short video di mana in Emerald we talk about real impact. We talk about real impact. Lepas ni, I will tell you why William picked this topic. Let me check here. Video, can hear the video. I needed this. the Executive Director, Research and Innovation Services at your university in Canada.
Impact is the practical benefits of research to substantiate and demonstrate the effects of our research playing out in the field. It's not measured by the most patients and academic attention, it's measured by changes, things that fees do,
Very short, very simple. Very short, very short, very simple. Dear Adela. So, apa tu impact in Emerald yang as William mentioned in the earlier, Emerald is one of the early publisher that focuses on real impact. Impact is like the promised land of research. Yeah, we want our research to be felt. We want to make changes, positive change to the world, to our community, to my children, to the future children, dan sebagainya. If it's in the engineering or in the medical, we want our research to change, can cure cancer, can create more robot or drones. So this is the research here, the promised land of research. Tetapi susah, measurement tu sampai sekarang ini tidak ada measurement to measure the impact here. That's why Julie, Professor Julie was saying, it means you dah sampai, tapi you are still going around the places of research. So impact is a provable benefit of research in the real world. Seperti Ibu lah yang mention tadi. The research that we do, it needs to be felt to the real world. It can be applied in the world with the community, with the commercial. It can also be commercialized. So it is not just about citation, it's about connecting academic research to the world around us. So that is mean by the impact. Yeah, that's mean by the impact. These slides will be shared. Lepas you dah scan the attendance, you'll get an automated email. Under the automated email, you will find these slides in a Google Drive. Jadi tidak perlulah to snap the shot here. You will get this PDF later. So for us, we always emphasize the real significance of the research that is meaningful to me, to you, to us, partners, and also to our research. As simple as that. Kita tidak perlu susah-susah fikir apa dia impact. It's very simple. Normally, in one sentence, I kata, it's just a provable benefit of research in the real world. As simple as that. In Emerald, kenapa William pilih title ini? Sebab tu, in UNS with the support by library has the access to our content on this. I can very proud to say thank you to the library for having this collection because around the world, probably less than 20% of the institution around the world has this particular access here. This is where I will share with you how to put this. So it's called the research. Boleh dengar ke? Kalau without the mic, can? Boleh ya? So under the research impact, if you have a laptop, I would. Oh, sorry. If you have the laptop. Duplicate. Okay, duplicate. Yes, if you have the laptop, I would like to show it to you. Silakan pergi to emerald.com. Let me zoom in so you have a bigger view. Sila pergi emerald.com. Go to Google ataupun any browser. Type in emerald.com. Once you come to emerald.com, you will come to this page, di mana dia tu kita panggil Emerald Insight, which is our database. So once you are in, and if you are using UNS Wi-Fi, you boleh nampak Universitas 11 Maret on the upper right-hand side here. So from here, you can go to if you to scroll down, you akan nampak sini tu dia kata research services kan, research services. These are the resources to support research, planning, to learn the skill, to learn the delivery, to learn the partnership dan sebagainya. So click here, explore research services. So lepas you dah click here, you'll be brought to this research services page here. Ada banyak sangat content and resources for us to learn. Tapi let me just scroll. Okay. We go to the research impact. So for today, we want to talk about impact. Peer review is upcoming in the future. To share with the librarian. In the future, we hope to organize activity ataupun workshop regarding about peer review, how to be a reviewer, how to survive a review in your R1, R2, R3, and 4. But this is a upcoming resources. For now, we have these resources under the research impact. So once you click here under the research impact, you boleh nampak there are 3 big pillars. This is our 3 pillars. Impact skills is the self-learning, self-learning resources to pick up skills about project management, about delivery, about commercialization of your research, and more and more. Impact planning is also a self-learning resources to plan ahead. Contohnya, a very good question that I wanted to ask. Why are you doing research? Why do you pick this topic as your research topic? Kenapa? This is a very, to me, important question. If you answer me, William, topik tu dipilih oleh supervisor, ya, kita tidak boleh pilih. Then we cannot do anything. Tapi if you say, oh, I want to study the theories, revisit intention in solo. Contoh dia, ya, contoh. We want to investigate theories, revisit intention in solo. Example. So my question to you is, kenapa? Why do you need to know about the intention? Besides than the theoretical gap, what does this helps you to contribute to the solo tourism industry, or to the tourism industry, or to the community in tourism itself. So this is impact planning. And this one, normally we will talk with, Emerald team will talk with the impact office of the university. We would have guide them to measure university impact level. So every university that involved with SDG contribution, UNS is heavily contribute to SDG goal. So over here, this is our health check to check the university level, di mana level university tersebut in terms of impact delivery. A lot of things that you can go into, what is impact, and the know-how, and also the culture. For these sessions, I nak pilih only one. Sebab if I talk more, everybody later sleeping here. So I picked one that I think is good for us to start. So if you go to impact skill, tekan ni impact skill. If you're in front of your laptop, please click on the impact skill. Under the impact skill, kita boleh belajar. We can learn about how to lead the impact, the strategy and the planning, how to communicate with your partner, with your co-author or co-researchers, or with your funder, yeah, the funding body, how to deliver the impact, successful impact, meaningful impact, and how to form partnerships. For today, I pick this, deliver impact, because a lot of people know impact is important, kita tahu. Tapi macam mana kita nak show research kita tu adanya impact. This is always a struggle. I pun sama. Before I come to this sesi, I also think in the creator how I want to talk to peserta, and how can I deliver a good session with all of you. Yeah, so delivery to me is important. I choose this topic called Delivery Impact Collection. Come to this collection. Di sini tu dia ada a few articles or resources to read. You can check it out on your own. Contohnya the principle of project management, assessing risk dan sebagainya. My PowerPoint today will be talking specifically on this technique. Ya, kita nak belajar teknik for coaching researcher ataupun teknik to deliver impact. Click on this techniques for coaching a researcher. This one is a very long, very long resources here. Kalau I scroll down, you akan nampak dia memang panjang sangat. So it's very long. It's rather impossible for me to go through all. So I make it into a summary in the PowerPoint format. Izinkan William go back to PowerPoint. I just want to guide you all to use these resources. It is currently available only to UNS, and this is not meaningful. To me, it's an essential read. Sebab it will guide me how to write my manuscript in the future. Right now, being a reviewer, I only focus on theoretical contribution. Yang ini adalah tidak penting sudah. It's no longer important, it's no longer the key factor. If you aim to publish in Scopus Q1 or SSCI journal, all these journals are asking for real-world contribution or real-world application. So this is where these particular resources can help you with the writing. All right. I think better I move on just to make sure my time, we are in a good time. So as I said, William, I choose this topic on delivering impact. Now, how do we deliver impact? What should we write? And how can we make it as a meaningful contribution in our research or in our book or in our article? Oh, about here, I almost want to ask this question. Okay, better I sit down since the mic macam ni. Question, diharap hadirin tu boleh jawab ya question ni. How much do you need to pay APC ya to publish in Emerald Journal? Berapa agaknya pembayaran publikasi untuk nak publish di Emerald Journal? How much do you think you need to pay?
Angkat tangannya, Bapak Ibu,
Ada tak
kalau mau
siapa?
jawab. Ayo.
William ada. Tidak ada.
Ayo, Bapak Ibu yang mau jawab mungkin perkiraan seperti itu. Berapa?
Ada snack box nak bagi.
Ya, Pak, ada yang jawab?
Oh.
Ayo, coba-coba dulu. Mungkin
Boleh berdiri kejap, relax lebih. Oh ya. Berapa ya nak bayar for publication?
I will try because I never try. I just make an account now for an author, but I used to be a reviewer in one of the Emerald Journal.
Oh, thank you.
But for the fee, I think it depends whether you prefer to have it open access or not.
Yes.
If it is open access, then you have to pay for, I think, quite large amount of money with Indonesian rupiah.
Yes.
But then if you prefer to have it closed access, then it's free.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Oh yeah, that's what I thought. Thank you.
that is the correct answer. I mean, that is the only answer. So Publikasi di Emerald adalah free ya, gratis, tidak perlu berbayar. So that one is if you submit as the normal submisi, artikel tu under the subscription lah, under the subscription access. Tetapi kalau kalian rakan-rakan semua tu, you have a big pocket money, big pocket money to spend for APC, maka you can choose to buy APC. William, I would not suggest you, I would not recommend you to go with APC sebab mahal sangat, too expensive. You have the pocket money. Kalau William, I bawa family go to holiday. I go holiday, I go attend conference during holiday, I go attend workshop during holiday. Lagi baik. I think after I come back, I still got money. I still got money. So that is APC itself. But APC is optional. Emerald, yang William kata, 85% of our journal is Scopus Q1 and Q2, sangat-sangat tinggi, and it's free. You don't actually need to pay unless you want your article to be in open access. So with that, I'll come back to here. So delivering impact, sometimes we want to choose which journal to go with. Which journal to go with. Some journal is very high impact. Some journal are maybe in Q3 or Q4 ataupun tidak ada Scopus lagi ya, pun ada. So it's a very different game ataupun strategy lah for us to choose which journal to publish. Not necessarily Q1 is the best journal for us. No. A lot of new journal in Emerald that is not Scopus yet sebab dia baru kan. Dia baru only 2 or 3 years journal, or maybe 5 years they are just in Q4 journal. Focus on SDG, SDG contribution and focus on real impact. They are just Q4 sahaja. Pun ada. So it very depends on what is your goal, and then we want to think about the strategy here. How can we submit and write in our manuscript accordingly? So deliver impact, a technique for coaching researchers ataupun technique for researcher to learn about how to deliver impact. Secara kasar dia, as a general of the long resources, long resources, the particular resources talking about why and how. Ini dia. It's talking about why and talking about how the coaching process and why it's actually needed to deliver the impact here. Kenapa kita nak deliver impact? First thing first, this has to change. Kita kena brainwashed ourselves first. If you do not know why you need to deliver impact, you are unable to write in your manuscript ataupun in your discussion. Sebab the end goal tidak ada ya. So being a researcher or I'm not a researcher yet, I'm an author and reviewer. Normally I write because of the topic, not because of the contribution. Right now, I'm asking everyone to change that thinking. Think about the contribution. What is your end goal? Of course, end goal is to get published lah. That is our end goal. Tapi the end goal for your research tu ialah apa dia? What is the discussions at your point? What do you want to bring? Is it just to fill in the research gap, or is it to also provide contribution to certain SDG goal or to the community or etc. So know that first. That is the reason why you need to think about yourself. If you tidak ada why, then that is the first step lah. Kalau tidak ada why, then it will be very difficult for you to write a good manuscript. You can always write research paper that focus on theoretical contribution. Yang itu okay. Tetapi as I said, a lot of journal now do not want to see that element. They want to see the whole picture, yeah? Theoretical contributions and also real world contribution. So the why is important is for you yourself to find out. Lepas you find out the reason why, where does your research contribute to? Next step is the how. How can we deliver the impact? How do we write it, the impact? Who are the people that we partner with? Maksudnya stakeholder kita. So if I say I contribute this to the SDG goal, so is UN SDG our stakeholder? Is it the municipal ataupun the mayor office ke ataupun the MOE? Example lah, if you are doing quantitative research with young children dan sebagainya. So the contributions can goes up to the ministry level for them to use the research as a benchmark for future framework dan sebagainya. So that is the how. Yeah. I'll skip this power of coaching. I think this talking about why the coaching is important. I think coaching is important sebab it is more open-ended. Dia tidak ada one question, one answer. Tidak ya. It's more on thinking and it requires us to have either think out of the box ataupun analytical thinking. Tapi impact culture tu memang penting. This also require the university, the library, and the research office to support the researchers to build a culture. Culture maksudnya always think about real world challenge, real world aplikasi dia. So basically, this is about some of the techniques, and there are two focus, which is the task and also the objective. So task, which is writing research paper, writing book, writing research article. Kalau rakan-rakan tidak mahu publish research article with MRO, you can also consider publish teaching cases, which is also free. You can also publish book with MRO. Publish book with MRO is free. Publish book with MRO will be indexed in Scopus. And the book author will also get sales royalty. MRO will pay a small percentage of money to the book author. So this is that. And the gist, the juice of the whole article is actually these two. So in the delivering impact techniques, they offered two framework ataupun two model. Two model for us to learn about. Grow model. Grow simply means GROW, starting with goal. So as I said earlier, what do you want to achieve? The first step, kita kena tahu your research contributions to di mana. What is the contribution is. Then the second one, check back your reality. Adakah MOE ada masalah ini? Let's say we wanted to improve student learning in school. Contohlah, we want to improve learning. So this is our objective. This is our goal. We want to achieve that. First step. Second step, reality. Is there any problem or challenge at the first place? Kalau tidak ada issue dia, tidak ada challenge and tidak ada gap to fill in, then the reality says that everything is okay. Tidak perlu buat research. Tetapi kalau reality says there is a hole here ataupun gap that people keep falling in, then this makes sense to do the research. A lot of times, I tidak tahu macam mana, but when I receive manuscript to review, sometimes I keep asking myself, kenapa? Why the author wants to do this research? Because sometimes some research are too common sense. Tak perlu buat research, we also know what is the outcome. We also know what is the outcome. When you read the title and the abstract, sometimes you can guess. Kita boleh guess lah. Kita boleh guess what this research is, this direction, and so just think about it. If it has a reality challenge, then it makes sense. Kalau dia tak ada reality challenge, there's no challenge in terms of the world itself, then you would need to think out of the box lah. Why you pick this topic and why you do this. There's a growth, GR, very yeah. The next thing is option. Option tu maksudnya by literature review. When we do our literature review, when we keep reading into it, keep in mind, if you are doing literature review, please use the most recent literature here. If you want to do reference or citation, guna yang terbaru. When I say terbaru, which is 2026, 2025, if not 2024. Try not to use more than 5 years ago. Yeah, try not to use 5 ago. There are a few reasons. Contoh dia, reasons number one, publikasi sekarang ni terlalu banyak. If you're talking about 10 years ago, publication is not many. People can still quote model yang dulu. But nowadays, every day there are new model coming out ataupun new framework that are being introduced. So for us to refer or to cite or to apply the framework or the model, please use the most recent one. Yeah. So options here is actually seized by your literature review. Consider what are the new theory out there, what is the proven. New tak semestinya proven. Don't blindly follow the new framework or the theory that being written here. Look for proven. Proven maksudnya, if you say there are papers citing to the new theory and framework, then and they are able to prove in their results dan sebagainya, then use it. Try not to be the hero lah. Don't be the first people to use that without it's being proven. Sebab yang tu memang to me that would be a bit risky, yeah, be risky. So look at literature review and see at hand what are the framework or theory or any options are for you to consider. A lot of research allow us to go different way. It can be qualitative, it can be quantitative. Nowadays, younger generation, I tak pasti kenapa, likes to go to mixed method, both quali and also quanti. It's very difficult. Saya attend the class, saya pun tak faham what is mixed method here. So there are options for us to choose from. So from literature review, see which one is the best options for you to get, and then you move on. Way forward to is the one that you mentioned, future. That's why I said you mentioned, well mentioned. Future. Article is not a full stop here. Article is not a full stop. By strategizing your research, I hope you can see the research can go through future implication. How can it contribute to future? And some research, you can even identify your current limitation. Current limitations can help you to further the research into second phase ataupun third phase. So these are what you mean by way forward here. Not necessarily is a research, it also can means the contributions to the society ke, to the community ke dan sebagainya. So basically that it means by the grow model. Very common sense. It's just we need to read, understand and develop this culture. Achieve or achieve, I think achieve model is basically the action on how to adopt the task itself. Yang ini adalah the other 7 tailored. So if you can see from here, panjang lebar, this is one. Achieve, which is very small. And you can also read by the summary itself. So hopefully this will give you an idea in the impact itself. How do we, what is impact? First of all, tanya sendiri. If you are doing your research, what is the meaningful impact from your research? Is there any gap in the reality, in the world itself yang perlukan this research? Then from there, what are the methods, what are the options that you can choose to have a rigorous study on this research? And moving forward, who are the stakeholders? How can this involve our community or policy maker, and so. So delivering impact will be starting from here. Yeah. Before we go to question, this is the last part. William tidak pasti, I need to ask Pak Evan nanti. We have one book. I like this book a lot. This book is by Professor Julie Bailey, yang perempuan tadi lah from the video. She's our consultant in MORO for Impact. Yeah? She wrote a book. She published this book two or 3 years ago. It's called Julie Bailey, Creating Meaningful Impact. So this book talks about the mindset, how to change our mindset about impact and impact literacy. Literacy. So it is defining why you are doing research, what changed you, what you want to see, and who the stakeholder that needs to be involved, and of course how to deliver it and how to make it happen. So this book also talks about moving out from the citation. Big shiny endpoints maksudnya yang glamour lah, high citations and everything. Time up. Big shiny endpoint, which means out from these citations, because impact, there is no direct measurement currently. Impact is often messy, linear, and also consists many small wins rather than one big win. And this is that. So if you have access to this book, I would welcome you all to download it and read it on the free time. Very, very meaningful. Very meaningful. It changes my perceptions on how to review, because my first questions as a reviewer is to check the contribution. So this is that. That is the main one. Any question? No questions. William will ask question.
Ayo Bapak Ibu, ada pertanyaan sebentar.
Atas. Mungkin sebelumnya perkenalkan, saya Syamsul Huda, mahasiswa S2 atau Master Student at Chemistry Department, Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Science.
Okay.
Mungkin pakai bahasa Indonesia saja bertanya. Jadi di sitasi itu kan sifatnya dapat diukur, karena itu kan berupa angka atau numerik gitu ya.
Betul.
Nah, sementara untuk real impact itu yang mungkin future oriented atau memiliki impact yang nyata ke society, itu mungkin berbeda dengan hanya sitasi. Pertanyaan saya, bagaimana cara menilai apakah suatu riset itu memiliki dampak yang nyata? Begitu, Mr. William.
Very good questions. I mean, soalan yang memang tepat ya, to the point. Sometimes these questions also hit my heart, sakit lah. Yang itu gurau lah. Sometimes when I stress, I buat whole jokes lah. Gurau yang sejuk lah. Tapi rasanya memang sejuk lah, sebab semua pun macam tak to your question. So secara jawapan tu ialah sekarang ni memang tidak ada ya yang standard ataupun international measurement to measure impact, sebab impact tu amat berbeza dari segi number. Dia bukan berasaskan nombor, tapi dia berasaskan value tersebut. Maka the question is asked, how valuable or how meaningful that impact is. So that is the discussions that we have, which is correct. Kita memang go out from the number and formula and calculation. Jadi secara dekat dia, the answer to it is there is no standard measurement. What we are doing as part of responsible publisher, we try to do impact story and also award. Jadi di sini tu, if you were to come to our corporate website, Mo Publishing corporate website, under who we are, under the award, under the Real Impact Award, yang ni kecil sangat ya. So under this Real Impact Award, let me zoom in so you have a bigger view. Under the Real Impact Award, where we launched in 2018, this award, we want to recognize and we want to celebrate the success of this impactful story. So what I'm trying to show it to you is that I don't have the answer, but as a publisher, we are trying to, we are doing to showcase what impactful story or research looks like here. So over here, you can see these are the winners. I think one of the winner, yeah, this is the impact. So one of the winner from mana, yeah? So we have driving the impact agenda, mobilizing research into impact, different category, library, commitment to real impact, and also interdisciplinary research award. So one of the story is from the, kejap here, let me find. Very interesting. Story two regarding about farmer in Jordan, The masa pandemic time, the farmers in Jordan have struggled to find, to cultivate good plantations ataupun vegetable. So what they did is they invite farmers from another country to teach them how to correctly or in the correct manner to grow different plantations in Jordan. This particular project was run by a university, by two researchers. Eventually, the project was picked up by the ministry level of Jordan. So what they did was they do a podcast their aims to do only 2 podcasts. At the end of the project, they did 10 podcasts with the support from the ministry level. And they were expecting to only receive 20 farmers to join the podcast. But in the end, they have received more than 500 over farmers joining that particular podcast. So in that particular story, ataupun story in that, so there is no measurement. Yes, we can measure podcasts. We expect 2 podcasts, now it's 10 podcasts. That is one number, but it's not a successful measurement. We can also measure expectation 50 farmer, in the end 500 farmers. Yang tu pun boleh kata, tetapi it doesn't mean anything. It is just a number, yeah. Dia tak ada kontribusi dia. So, but that particular project highlights that by mobilizing the research into the community, and the community bring other community in, because they tell other farmers to join, other communities in, and eventually ministry knows about it, and then they're all learning from each other in terms of the agriculture. So that is one of the story about impact. So in this website here, in this link here, there is the story, very beautiful book. Buku tu di mana ya? Very beautiful book that you can read a lot of these stories. Example, Gabrielle Barron from New Zealand, conservation through participatory design. You can read this story from here. Tapi dia ada satu buku, a digital book. Need to find that lah. A digital book story. From here, yeah, you can see a digital book story from here. So this will hopefully give you some idea how impact, and how do we pick the real impact winners into it. Last thing, regarding about the farmer story, it's not a research paper here. Project tersebut tu tidak diterbit di mana-mana journal. It is just a project by the university. It did not convert into an article, did not convert into a book. It is being organized as a podcast session. Tidak in terms of article, maka yang project tersebut tu tidak ada citation langsung. Tidak ada citation. So that is what it means by impactful research. Yeah. Thank you for a great question. Ada tak sesiapa ada soalan lagi? Yeah, Pak.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
My name is Rafaelito. I'm from Faculty of Economic Business. So is it allowed to speak in bilingual language?
Yes.
Jadi saya mau bertanya, I want asking about my research. Right now saya sedang meneliti, still in research about brand commitment. I just wanna research about brand commitment for my thesis, but I'm still thinking about that's what we're talking about impact. We about talking about the measurement. There's two question comes in my mind. First, how bagaimana Emerald tuh memfiltrasi artikel yang masuk ke Emerald Publisher? That's the first question, and the second question is about bagaimana artikel itu bagaimana kita memilih topik yang serasanya bisa berdampak spesifik bagi saya yang fokusnya ke marketing.
Marketing mana? Marketing sebagai besar, marketing sub
About
taxonomy subject ialah apa?
If you're talking about subject, I think the subject I wanna research is how to improving brand commitment to the customer. Yeah.
So it's branding.
Yes.
Branding.
That's all I want to ask. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, yes, good question. If you will see, ini slide video kan. Normally my slide will end by thank you. But this morning I fikir-fikir, might as well I put in additional slide as a hidden regarding about publikasi. Yeah? So your questions, it will be referring to this one. Demand, how do the journal filter ataupun review your submisi? So when we submit, over here lah, when you have your manuscript ready, when you submit to the journal via the system, in Emerald we're using Scholar One system. So once you submit, the editor-in-chief normally ataupun assistant editor will do the core desk review. Desk review tu di mana dia desk accept ataupun dia desk reject. So desk reject happens most of times over here, around about 60 to 70% rejeksi dia happens in this process. So this is where your question is, macam mana kita nak pastikan submisi kita goes into the peer review, bukannya di reject terus. Yeah. So the answer to it would be here. What makes a good paper? What makes a good paper? So first two things lah. Normally that we will see is title. When I receive the manuscript, I will read the title. Does the title means anything to me, or it's just too general? Yeah. Kedua tu ialah abstract. Does the abstract has element to the journal? Biasanya we refers to the aim and scope of the journal itself here. So for editor, kalau editor will look for the novelty of the research, the originality lah, the value, the novelty of this particular research, the contribution of this research itself. It could be from the theoretical contribution, knowledge contributions, to the real world contributions pun boleh. Kalau assistant editorial, normally it will check this. Does it align? Does it tie to the journal scope, objective, aim and scope of the journal? Kalau tidak, maka desk reject. So desk reject 60 to 70% happens because of here. The submisi to the paper does not align dengan the journal aim and scope. Yeah, so that is one of the main rejection. Second is it does not have a clear originality or clear novelty of the research. Tidak ada clear. It looks like extension je. Kalau the research is more like a extension knowledge, normally editor pun tak suka. They want to see something new, something that rigorously research or study upon. They do not want to see the extension research here, extension knowledge of that. So there is that. Third thing would be the format. And I see a raise of hand here. If I were to submit abstract to Emerald Journal lah. If I submit abstract tu ialah satu paragraph, one paragraph abstract to Emerald Journal, is it correct or is it wrong? If you feel it's wrong, raise your hand. Maksudnya submisi, kalau if you submit your manuscript and your abstract is one paragraph. If you submit one paragraph to Emerald Journal, do you think is correct or do you think is wrong? Kalau wrong, raise hand.
Silakan.
Boleh.
I think it's wrong.
Wrong. Why is wrong?
Because for the abstract is too long for the one panel. Because the abstract is just like a simple conclusion about the research. So if the abstract contains like one full paper, I think it's too much for the abstract. That's about my.
Not exactly. It's about in Emerald. If you have read Emerald article before, Emerald abstract is called structured abstract. Dia ialah tu point form. So if you were to send example, let me just bring one example. Good question. Maaf, I may have talked too much lah. Tapi let me just bring one example. Sorry. Let's say this lah. Let me just bring one example, So contohnya, so this is abstract writing. Okay, so if you to submit, kalau Pak submit this, a title and also this abstract to Emerald Journal, 99.9% will be rejected. Sebab format tu salah. In Emerald, our abstract format tu adalah sebegini. Title, we have the purpose, design methodology approach, findings, dengan originality and value. So this is the format. Jadi rejeksi dia adalah berbagai. There's a lot of reason why it's being rejected. Aim and scope, no obvious ataupun clear contributions or originality and value, dan juga formatting salah. Kalau formatting salah tu, maka it will be rejected. Thank you for question. Oh, sorry. Second question, marketing on branding. Ada. We have one SSCI journal, sangat high level, Journal of Brand Marketing. Product and brand. So bolehlah singgah di journal tersebut and have a look. Last 2 years, we have a webinar with the editor-in-chief. And yes, you can check it out over there. Marketing is a very unique disciplinary. Sebab marketing, you can go to many places. Marketing boleh pergi business, marketing boleh pergi tourism, marketing boleh pergi healthcare. So our brand ambassador, Professor Hiram, he's marketing, tapi he's now in tourism. So he also published in a pharmaceutical journal because of product and market. The supplement marketing in pharmaceutical line itself. So marketing is a very unique. You can go many places. Thank you for the question. Ada tak sesuatu lagi? I think we are, yes.
No, you can continue first.
No.
Okay, sorry, I did not introduce myself for the first time. I'm Erna from Faculty of Law. Yeah, so one not different department with Pak Dona.
Yeah.
And I actually would like to ask with regard to citation.
Yeah.
Usually citation and open access.
Yeah.
So usually we would like people to read our paper, then we would like to do it with the open access.
Yes.
But then sometimes with the difficulty of the research funding, then it is very difficult to for us to get this like $3,500, for example. Would it be possible to increase the readability of the researcher results from Universitas 11 Maret that Emerald has a policy to waive the APC for the researcher, that it is accepted in one of the journal of the, because I had an experience that, for example, Brill publisher from the Netherlands, they have a kind of collaborative agreements with some of the public university in the Netherlands. So if we write together with one of the scholars from that university, then the APC can be waived. So would that be possible, for example, that Emerald also do that in Indonesia? Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for a great question. So this question is more on the management discussion questions, which has been frequently discussed with our team dan sebagainya. Yeah. A quick answer. The Netherlands that you mentioned, even Australia and New Zealand, most of these particular open access deal are country-wide, country-based. Maka it's not an institutional project arrangement. It's more like a country or a consortium, a group lah itself. So so that's actually number one. Just to say that, in Emerald, do we actually do that? We actually more on the country negotiations deal rather than a single institution. So that is currently our stand into the open access project or the deal that you mentioned. However, if I can bring you back to your questions, yes, undeniable and most ideal, our research in open access, that is the most, because it allows downloads, read, and also citations. But open access is not cheap. Hence, there are other ways we can actually there are other ways that we can actually make it happen also. Example, as you mentioned, co-author. We can find co-authors with country like Australia or New Zealand where they have APC voucher to use in the research. So in Malaysia, example, we have Swinburne or Monash, Curtin University in Malaysia campus, yeah. Jadi they actually go co-author with UM or UITM dan sebagainya. So yeah. So then they so it's a co-author paper, but they use the APC from Australia. So it make it free. Nobody need to pay money. The author doesn't need to pay money. The university doesn't need to pay money because it was covered by the Ministry of Education or the consortium, the national level. So that's actually one part. The second part is you can also make your article to be a green open access. Green open access simply means the final paper before the DOI. So if you publish in you review, right? You reviewer. So imagine at the end of the publishing, the publisher will send you yes, the last copy. I think it's called author copy or something. The last copy where you need to acknowledge and you need to sign off. So once you have acknowledged and signed off, then it will add in the journal name, the journal page, the volume number, issue number, and DOI. So that will be available in the Emerald website. Tetapi the final copy is the one that you can use for green open access. That copy without the Emerald logo, without the volume number and issue number, that one can be shared in repository, open repository for you. So we call it green open access. So Emerald practice green open access across our journals. So yeah, author can share. Cuma it is not the Emerald PDF copy. It is the author final copy itself. So that is one way we can encourage people to share their open access content without restriction and without the embargo. Some publishers will also have embargo for OA. So for us, we try to make it as simple as possible. Thank you for great question. Yeah. Tadi hujan ke?
Iya.
Oh, okay. Saya ingat aircon tiba-tiba dia besar. Ada tak soalan-soalan lagi?
Ada pertanyaan, Bapak Ibu?
Thank you for great question. Yeah, my boss want to say something. Yeah. The Paromio, sorry, I'm not familiar. Separomio, I'm not familiar with them. So to kalau yang tadi dijelaskan oleh Mr. Vidya, belum ada publish kan ada perlu. Biasanya Anda bisa masukkan kalender story Anda, episode pribadi ya, atau episode kampus. Itu boleh. Itu tapi tanpa logo kameranya. Ya, tanpa kamera. Ya. Pindahkan untuk lingkungan kampus dan ya kalau pribadi ya kita juga bisa kontrol juga sih kalau dibakar juga. Ya. Bisa. Oh, ya. Yes, yeah. Open. Secara contohnya academia. If you have access to academia website, some author they will share their PDF. You can see some PDF they don't have logo of the journal or the DOI. There is a final revision. Accepted revisions final due to be available on database. Tidak ada. Tidak ada logo, tidak ada volume number, tidak ada pagination pun tidak ada. Pagination pun tidak ada. Yeah.
But following from that, I'm just curious to know for Universitas 11 Maret, what is your open access requirement here in the universities or generally for Indonesia? Is it mandatory for you to publish open access, or is it just a personal requirement that you want your research output to be open access to enable more people to read your article? What is the situation in the university at the moment? Yeah.
So yang info.
I think it is preferable that if we publish in a journal that it should be open access, but it's also like a kind of suggestion actually. So it is not mandatory, no. But then if we, for example, apply for a research fund in one of the element of the budget, it's a kind of like a publication fee. So then if we have that, then we should prove to the research center that we actually use the money for the publication. Yes. Yeah, so it's actually recommended, I would say.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think, yeah, that's a fair comment. Yeah, because like what you mentioned, if you've got the funding requirement and you're applying for a funding support for your research, right? Now, those will be more of a funding requirement behind the scene of your research publication, where you mentioned. I think like what William have mentioned, in a lot of circumstances, the green open access will actually solve your issue in terms of how you can share your research more widely outside of the paywall. Okay, that content of the green open access is not different from the published version of the publisher. Okay, the only difference is the publisher's version will have the formatting, the page, the volume, and the issues kind of thing. Okay, so in terms of the mindset of us sharing on a wider scheme for the research, right, where any general funded research should be made available freely, publicly, right? If you follow the green open access route, that is already answering what the demand will need, okay? Where in the other circumstances where we have got the gold open access, the hybrid open access, where you need to pay APC, right? In a lot of circumstances, it's not the publishers who, like, I think William put it quite wittily to say, like, it's expensive, that if you've got the money, we don't pay for. Correct, yeah, but it is not purely the researchers paying for the APC. The APC will mean it is substituting the cost that is involved in us, the publisher, producing that particular research for you to get access to. Okay, there's a lot of things behind the scene that a lot of the researchers do not know that the publishers pay. For example, your submission platform, right, that you use in Scholar One. The publishers pay for each submission, and it's not only whatever that is accepted. So Scholar One is a very, very expensive platform that each submission, I can't remember it costs us how much, right? Yeah. So for example, things that William have shared, the submission in Indonesia last year was 7,000 over, but we have only accepted about
400 over.
400 over articles. So from the publisher's perspective, we pay for the 7,000 over submission, and it's not only the 400 that is accepted. So your APC cost, right, goes into all these costs. Yeah, it is not the publishers who simply charge you the APCs. The other way around it would be because why the open access is actually being pushed is actually initiated a lot from the developed countries like Europe and UK and America, where research landscape is actually very, very developed in those countries, where they have actually a lot of deals that they have actually converted the subscription model over to the publication model, where 100%, almost 100% of those publications in those developed countries are already free for everybody to access. They do not charge subscription fees anymore, but they only flip the whole thing over to a 100% open access model. So countries like you've mentioned, Australia, Europe, UK, right? They do have this 100% free open access model that you can actually utilize. Yeah.
All right. Any question? Any other question?
Dah hujan dah, so we can stay back a bit longer. You also cannot go back.
Baik, Bapak Ibu, jika sudah tidak ada pertanyaan lagi atau mungkin ada pertanyaan lanjutan, nanti boleh langsung diberitahukan kepada tim perpustakaan ya, Bapak Ibu. Nanti.
Ya.
Di sini kan bisa dipublikasikan di distributional repository, ya kan? Tapi dengan ketentuan seperti ini ya. Must link to publisher version di DOI. Maksudnya ini ya, jadi saya bisa, ini bisa saya jadikan sebagai panduan ya.
Oh, yang website alas dulu.
Iya, di open policy.
Iya, betul. Juga ada dari policy. Betul.
Kan bisa gunakan sebagai
Nah, ini kita pakai access to policy. Bagaimana caranya? Ini ada
repository perpustakaannya. Ya, mungkin ini masukan juga untuk library. Di sini ternyata ada green open access. Itu salah satunya adalah archiving policy, bahwa perpustakaan punya repository. Jadi nanti adik-adik perpustakaan akan coba upayakan dengan kami pelajari dulu terkait dengan sebenarnya banyak sekali ya hasil-hasil penelitian Bapak Ibu dosen yang bagus-bagus itu belum masuk ke repository kami. Nanti coba kami petani, dia masuk ke publisher mana, publisher itu punya kebijakan apa, apakah bisa self-archiving, kalau bisa nanti masuk ke repository institusi. Ya,
intinya kalau Emerald itu tidak ada embargo. Jadi kalau udah di-accept langsung bisa green policy. Kadang-kadang ada beberapa publisher itu ada embargonya 6 bulan, setahun setelah publish. Jadi tergantung setiap publisher. Kalau Emerald tidak ada embargo, jadi langsung Anda early site citation aja itu sudah langsung bisa green policy. Nggak perlu dapat nomor volume dan isunya pun kan kalau early site kan masih belum dapat. Itu pun bisa. Aturan ya. Betul.
Ya, betul. The other worry tu ialah copyright issues lah. Sebab I think over here, so for the green open access under the Emerald website, kita ada tu the green open access policy where it give the instructions how to deposit your Go open access article, what is needed, how to do it. And before that, you also would need to email to the Emerald to have the permission jikalau for commercial purposes. Kalau tidak for commercial purposes, normally we don't need that lah. We don't actually need that. But anyhow, licenses is only occur kalau ada is it only in the institutional repository or in the sales repository? So kalau in the sales repository, then it would have some copyright and licensing issue. Tapi biasanya kalau institutional tu tidak ada dia tu. So great question.
Alright. Baik, terima kasih banyak Ibu Ria. Baik Bapak Ibu, sepertinya sudah kita cukupkan sampai di sini. Terima kasih banyak atas waktunya juga ya. Baik, kalau begitu saya kembalikan kepada MC.
Dalam scan ni sudah scan ke? Sudah scan for certificate. Boleh ambil gambar or you can fill in the questionnaire nanti. Cuma ada 4 soalan. Kalau boleh dalam soalan tu bagi 5 star kepada William ya. Tak ada, itu gurau lah. Tapi tak ada orang ketawa. While kalian semua tu scanning, if I may just randomly choose and ask lah. What do you think about the sessions this morning? Does it meet your expectation? Is it something that out of expectation, out of scope, ataupun something that not relevant ke or relevant to you?
Okay.
Okay.
Bapak dan Ibu, ladies and gentlemen, that's a certificate for today, and the material also you can scan. Wait. Oh, also. Okay. So certificate with materi. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to scan for barcode for today's acara. And then, for information, Awareness Library invites you all to attend the International Short Course that will be held on 27 until 29 April 2026. Thank you for Mr. William and team from Emerald. Ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the end of today's workshop, we hope that this session has provided valuable insight on how research can create meaningful impact beyond citation metric and contribute to the advancement of literacy and culture. I am Dian Hapsari, your Master of Ceremony, would like to express our deepest appreciation to all speakers and participants for your present and active participation. We wish you a safe journey home. Thank you for being part of meaningful event. See you in the next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you.
Mbak Dia. Ya, benar Bapak Ibu, karena masih hujan juga.